I saw Captain America: Brave New World, and I am, in my opinion, I believe the movie was just fine. I didn't think the movie was just great, or I didn't think it was just awful or anything like that. I just think the movie was just fine. And that's not really saying a lot, especially with the reviews coming in and also the box office, which this movie did massively drop. I think it dropped like 70 something percent or 70%. It didn't do as bad as the Marvels, but it did almost as bad as the Marvels, because the Marvels is by far the worst Marvel movie ever. It is such a boring movie. It is awful. I don't care what you think. If you think it's good, then you have horrible taste in movies. But you're okay, because honestly, it is perfectly fine to like something that's objectively crap. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think there's something wrong with you if you like something that's objectively crap. But if you like it, that's good for you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm kind of living in that time frame where if you believe 2 plus 2 equals fish, or you can divide by 0, whatever, and you know the answer to that, then that's good for you. That's fine. Whatever. That's your business. I don't give a crap. But anyway, Captain America 4's box office drops massively. The monkey starts strong. I've never heard of the movie The Monkey. I might have seen a trailer or two, but I might have skimmed it. Still, the movie dropped, and I think it dropped like about 68%. I think the Marvels dropped like 78% or something like that on like its second week. But I have the article here, and Captain America's 4's box office drops massively. A lot of us had a feeling that this was going to happen, at least for this movie, because it didn't look all that appealing from the start. I went to see it, of course, and I gave it a shot. Excuse me, I was adjusting my lights right there, and I sneezed a couple times. But with Captain America 4 and The Monkey now in theaters, their box office performances and audience reception have become major industry talking points. With While Brave New World opened strongly, its second week drop has drawn comparisons to previous MCU movies. Meanwhile, The Monkey has delivered a solid debut, securing the best horror opening of the year and marking another strong showing for Neon. Captain America: Brave New World's box office suffers a 68% drop. Disney and Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World saw a 68% decline in its second weekend, earning $28.2 million. That's horrendous. I think it did like $100 million in its opening weekend, or $90 million or something like that. I'm not sure. But in order for this movie to have broken even, this movie needs to make about almost $1 billion solid. Whatever you hear about the reported production, the reported budget for this movie, I think, reportedly, it was like 2 something or whatever. It's ridiculous how much the production of a film, has ballooned nowadays. Where back in the day, it was just like a solid, I don't know, $50, $70 million, $30 million, even $10, $20 million, like the budget was quite small, and it wouldn't be hard for it to break even. So in this case, Captain America: Brave New World needs to earn about $1 billion for it to actually break even, to cover the film's budget, to cover the film's marketing, and to also pay for the theaters, so the theaters can get paid. When you buy your tickets, a lot of the proceeds, a lot of that money goes to the theaters. So Disney and Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World saw a 68% decline in its second weekend, earning $28.2 million. Despite the decline, Captain America 4 still remained the top film at the box office, outperforming all other movies. That's because it has no competition. It's during its time of its release, the movie had absolutely no competition. It didn't have another superhero movie to compete with. It didn't have another well-known, popular IP that had a movie coming out. It had nothing to compete with. That's why it was like the most interesting thing to be in theaters during this time. And the film has grossed $141 million domestically and $148 million internationally, bringing its worldwide total to $289 million. With a production budget of $180 million, which is a lie, the estimated break-even point remains at approximately $425 million. Well, with all the reshoots that were reported, that actually added like more than double than the actual budget. So the budget would have actually been about $300 something million. Again, this movie needed to make $1 billion to break even. So Captain America: Brave New World experienced a significant 68% drop in its second weekend, earning $28.2 million. This drop is lower than the Marvels at minus 78%. See, I knew it. The Marvels at 70. It was a horrible movie. And Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania 70%, but significantly steeper than Deadpool and Wolverine at minus 54%. And Guardians of the Galaxy was only at minus 48%. Which Guardians of the Galaxy was just one of the few needles in the hay, like, you know, one of the few golden goose eggs that actually did well and did manage to actually break even, barely breaking even, but it did do its job because James Gunn knows how to treat the characters with respect. So with a B- cinema score and mixed audience reception, audience did not expect Brave New World to maintain strong momentum. IMAX contributed to $2.3 million to the weekend total, bringing the large format earnings to $13.2 million. The movie's second Friday grossed $7.2 million and minus 82% from the previous Friday, followed by a $12.8 million on Saturday and an $8.2 million on Sunday. The Monkey's box office is the second best for Neon. So we're not going to talk about the, you know, the monkey, whatever, but it just goes to show that I guess people are just starting to lose interest. The hype for Marvel is just no longer there until we get, like, you know, certified actual, like, official box office bangers, like an Avengers movie, basically, because those movies always do well no matter what. Even if, like, the worst one, which in my opinion was Age of Ultron, that movie did really well as well. But still, and just knowing that a lot of, like, the OG Avengers are coming back, including, like, Robert Downey Jr., because, you know, they had to get that out there. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and some other people, they are returning for these movies. That's going to be the key selling point, and that's what's going to plant a lot of butts in movie theater seats. So anyway, real shame that this movie just dropped off. I don't want Marvel movies to fail, but I think Marvel did this to themselves. After the reported reshoots, you know, after basically scrapping what seemed to be like the entire production and just reshooting this entire movie and coming out with an entirely different movie, wasting actors' potentials like Giancarlo Esposito, he was completely wasted in that movie. I felt like he didn't do anything in that movie. What a wasted character. You know, it's no wonder that it got the treatment that it did from the audience. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Did you see Captain America Brave New World? If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know as well. And let me know if you're excited for any future Marvel projects like the Fantastic Four, First Steps, which is coming out soon in July, I think. And I'm excited for that one. You know, personally, I really want to see that movie. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on the notifications so you don't miss anything. And as always, I'll see you all in the next comic panel.